So I, I think like yeah, like a couple days ago, actually it was on Friday, and middle of the day Friday, I keep thinking about the puffer, and you know with my luck, I mean it hasn't done anything yet, but as it gets more established in this tank and it gets used, who knows? Even right now is the most dangerous when it's newly to its setup, and it could possibly jump, and we all know puffers can jump if you ever kept them. I mean, really, it's this goes for really any fish, but you know, especially when you have a puffer, or any fish like it, you definitely want to have something covering the top. And this being rimless, it kind of makes it more difficult to get a top, but it worked out. So I went on Bruce Plant. You guys might know what the website is. Sell plants, just all kinds of planted tank stuff, rimless tanks, all of it. And Glass Aqua and Bruce Plants, they both sell this hood. This is by UNES. If you know them, they make, they're really good, basically planted aquarium company too. They do all kinds of aquarium stuff. But they make this hood for rimless tanks, and only two websites that I've seen sold it. I think eBay, some people on eBay sell it, but like there's only two websites, and that's Glass Aqua and Bruce Plant. Now I bought it off Bruce Plant because the shipping was cheaper, so I didn't want to spend a bunch of money, but they were the same price either way, but it's just a shipping difference. So basically what it is you get these clips. Now you get either these clips, which work better for mine. It just goes over in and then splits out. So the lid's like actually more inside your tank, which not the biggest fan of, but it doesn't really make a difference. Or you go down here and you get these clips. These are longer clips. I can actually pull one out here. They look like this. Now, if your tank fits it, I think this will work on this. It's just kind of weird because it's supposed to go like, see, this is an outside view, but it's basically pretend like this is the inside. It's supposed to go like this, and then the glass goes through these little notches right here. See, and see how it like kind of it doesn't. So I think once you get the glass in there, it kind of bounces stuff like that. I have no clue, but I just went with these ones. They work a lot better. They hold stronger to this tank, but you do get options. Now, there's two types. There's these with the plastic clips, and then you can get for like $3 more, I think. You can get one with like stainless steel clips. Now, it really doesn't make a difference. Glass, well, this ain't glass. This is kind of more a hard plastic, but obviously stainless steel doesn't rust. This won't rust either, but it is plastic, so some people might not like that, but you can get stainless steel clips, and plus they're probably a lot stronger. So I just went with the plastic thing. I didn't really. It kind of keeps the clear looks. I kind of have the clear things. It just kind of all goes together. But as you see, this is the biggest one they make. So actually, if you have a big tank, you could probably still buy these clips. You just have to get like a custom glass cut. But this is the biggest, they make. And you can see it. This is a 20 gallon. The biggest they make is for a 19 gallon. And this, actually fit my tank. But obviously, you see there's a lot of backspace. And, you know, the reason for that is because obviously you're going to have a filter here. So, you never know how long it is. And plus, this is meant for like these hoods are actually made for the UNES tanks, and so they're actually made for the perfect size. So putting it on this tank, obviously this tank's way bigger than what the lid's for, but it's the biggest they had, so, and it works, you know. So I got a little gap right here, which the fish ain't gonna jump through that. I mean, I'd be very surprised if it did. But back here, you can see it could still potentially jump back here, but again, I really doubt it. I mean, this is just having something here in the main part is what matters. So just having 90% of the tank just covered at least. I'm happy that at least makes you actually leave somewhere and leave home, and knowing that your fish most likely won't be on the floor when you get home. But it just makes it nicer because all these you can access all these, and but from the side view you can see it's just a sheet of glass with some clips. It just keeps that modern look to it. But you know, there's a little bit of glare. You kind of see it's just got fingerprints on it, and it fogs up, which the fogging does go away. Yeah, it's just because, you know, the humidity of the tank, you know, this tank's at like almost 80 degrees, so, you know, it's gonna fog up the glass. But once evaporation starts, it'll probably get on the hood and everything, so kind of expecting that. But it does kind of suck having a hood on here because I really don't like it. As you can see, it kind of makes it look weird, but it's just what we have to do when we have this type of fish. You know, there's no going around it. But it does give it a nicer look. But I know there's not like no video. There's like not a single video on this hood. So, you know, here it is. You know, if you want it, it's I forget how thick it is. I'd have to. Let me get out the ruler. Let's see here. It's probably not. Yeah, it's a quarter thick. That's what I thought it was. Basically the same as this. It's a little bit thinner, so it might be just below a quarter, but you can see it right there. It's pretty thin. But it's basically about what this tank is. This is actually a quarter, and then this is like just at a quarter. So basically about the same thickness. But it's just, you know, basically it's a hood, so I mean, if it keeps the fish out and evaporation out, you know, that's what it's meant for. But if you're looking for a rimless, you know, if you have a rimless tank and you're always needing a hood, this is a great one to go with. Just know that if you have anything bigger than a 20-gallon, or if you even have like a longer tank, actually they do make longer tanks for, you know, these hoods, so I take that back. But basically anything over 20 gallons, you're out of luck with, you know, this exact hoods. But anything 20 and below, you guys are perfect. You guys can find, just, you know, check out their measurements and make sure it'll fit on yours. But, you know, looks pretty nice. You know, top, can't even tell from the top actually. But, you know, just a sheet of glass on top, and, you know, it works. See if we get the puffer shot. Got a lot of sinkless in here. Oh, sinkless. Probably gonna get a good dozen in here. Guess a little update. The Monte Carlo isn't doing. It's not dying, but it's just not growing very fast. You can see there's just a bunch of ADA on top of it, so it's like all covering the Monte Carlo. I need to fix that, but see the ADA just turned into a bunch of dust. See that? So it was my fault from the beginning of this tank. I messed up when filling it up, so it just kind of happened. But when we go to move, I'll definitely, you know, replace it and do something way better next time. But the puffer, if he's gonna want to, there he's at. But he's doing perfectly fine. He's getting very used to the tank. He's actually already eating. Fed him yesterday. I'll definitely do a feeding of that. A feeding video eventually, probably in the next couple weeks, whenever, you know, he really gets used to it. Gonna try to I have frozen what is it called, clams, so I'm gonna see how that does. I'm gonna probably come in half or even in fourths. But other than that, I mean, I know people are probably here for the hood, so if you want a hood, I mean, Glass Aqua, Bruce Plant, they both got them. They're both about, the most you're gonna pay is like 22 bucks, and that's for the 20-gallon one. And you could pay as low as like, I don't know, like $10 for the, you know, just the little ones. But nice little simple hoods, you know, some clips and a piece of glass. I mean, definitely keeps the rimless, you know, look going. And yeah, so I mean, my review is in. I say, you know, thumbs up. You know, it does its job. I guess the only thing I can complain about is, it's just glass, so, you know, and it's a pain to kind of take off, you know, without getting your hands in the water. But there's nothing, you know, that's a minimum problem. But other than that, comment, like, subscribe, and if you want to donate to me, in the description. But other than that, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next.